Are you ready to be empowered with hope, faith, and confidence to believe in yourself, to overcome your fears and battle through every challenge and bully you face, both real and in your mind? Are you ready to learn life-changing strategies on how to develop the right mindset and positive mental attitude to courageously stand out in the crowd and be who you were born to be? Well, you've come to the right place. Welcome to the Building Warrior Confidence Podcast. Greetings and welcome to another life-changing episode of Warrior Confidence Unleashed. I'm your host, Master Rich Grogan, and I'm truly grateful you're here today. If you're new to the show and it's your first time, then welcome to the show. Thank you so very, very much for joining us. And for our friends that are back each and every episode, welcome back to another round of Warrior Confidence Power. Well, how are we doing out there today? Hopefully you're having a great day, and this episode makes it even better. But maybe you're not having a great day, and I'm hopeful this episode is exactly what you need to turn your day around. Well, what are we talking about today? So a couple questions to start things off. First one, do you think of yourself as a hero or a leader? Do you think of yourself as a hero or leader? And regardless how you answered that, why or why not? So if you think of yourself as a hero or a leader, why? And if you don't, then why not? How about this one? Do you have anyone? And that could be your kids, siblings. It could be if you're a boss at work or a coach. Do you have anyone who looks up to you? All right. And last question. Those that do look up to you, do they think of you as a hero or a leader? All right. Well, think about those for a second. And you'll probably get, by reading the title, you know what we're talking about today. But think about those. And while you're thinking about it, just a quick reminder to subscribe to the podcast and be sure to listen to previous episodes and then jump on over to our YouTube channel when you're done here. And you might be watching or listening to this on the YouTube channel. If you are, make sure you like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. Therefore, you're notified of all new videos and podcasts and everything else coming out. Sound good? All right. Well, let's get this thing going. This is episode number 355. Woo! And I titled it Warrior Confidence, Building Character and Leading by Example. And this is our Feel Good Friday Warrior Confidence Weekend Challenge. So it's going to be a shorter episode. Our Friday ones are short, quick ones. And I wanted to make you feel good, not only about yourself, but about who you are and the gifts that you have. And most importantly, give you a little, that boost of warrior confidence, but the challenge to challenge you to not only be your very, very best, but to develop that little stronger belief in yourself. Because I know you're going to accept the challenge, and then you're going to do what you can to fulfill that challenge, right? Yeah. All right. So I asked earlier, do you think of yourself as a hero or a leader? And then I ask, why, if you do, and then why not, if you don't? And then I ask after that, do you have anyone who looks up to you and thinks of you as a hero or a leader? Well, the answer is regardless. I'm going to tell you the answer regardless of what you thought it was. How you like that for a right hook reality? Well, I'm here to empower you, so listen up. Now, the answer is yeah, we're all heroes. There is an inner hero inside of each and every one of us, regardless of who we are. And why do I say that? Well, because we're all unique, and we all have a unique gift. Really. I mean, as Mary Poppins said, perfect in every imaginable way. Does that mean we don't have any flaws or don't have any areas that we can improve on? No, absolutely not. We humility states that, we want to stay humble. We want to continue learning, keeping an open mindset, having an attitude of excellence, a mindset of a champion. At the Martial Arts Academy, where we said, always have a white belt mindset. That means open to always learning, but have a black belt attitude and an attitude of striving for excellence. But God made us the way he wanted to make us. He gave us a gift that is unique to us and only us. But it's a matter of us believing in that gift and believing in who we are and believing that we are a hero and a leader to at least one other person out there. The chances are it's more than that. But the world needs that gift. We need to let that gift out. But oftentimes, what stops us? What stops us? Or, when I ask that question, do you think of yourself as a hero or leader? If you answered no, what stops us is that mental bully, that bully within. That's the meanest, nastiest bully we'll ever face. It's the one that tells us, used to tell me all the time, "No, you're not smart enough. You're definitely not good enough. You were born poor." Yeah, who are you to tell anybody about achieving goals and finances and this and that and working toward this? You're not big enough. You're too dang short. Yeah, man, you can barely read. You barely graduate high school. Yeah, these are all the things the bully within would always tell me. And who would win? Well, oftentimes the bully within would win, try and put me down and keep me down. I always had a fighter spirit. I was always willing to fight back. But anytime I had a setback or a struggle, a challenge, or a failure, and boy, I've had many, in sports, failed, I don't know how many, lost, I don't know how many championship games. Now, I didn't lose them by myself. I lost as a team, but as a fighter, I was losing those by myself, right? Yeah, setbacks and failures and defeats. And then in the business world, I went bankrupt twice. Yeah, lost the house, cars repossessed. So I've had those setbacks, those failures. And everybody has their own challenges. Everybody has their own barriers that are either holding them back or have held them back in the past. But the belief in yourself, and that's what we talk about with warrior confidence. If you get back up each and every time, you're building that resilience, that perseverance. You're building that character. And then you're leading by example. You're showing others, man, if that guy can do it, heck, I can do that. And now I'm telling you, you doggone right you can do that. But you have to believe in yourself to be able to do it. Now, here's the thing. If someone considers you a hero and a leader, which there is at least, like I said, someone out there that does, chances are there's tens, hundreds of thousands, millions. Maybe not this current moment, but they're out there. They are. Obviously there's others out there that unfortunately they're not happy with their own life, so they're hoping you fail. Well, let's use our Bobby Boucher tackling fuel and prove them wrong. Yeah, get up and use that. You don't want to do it for yourself. You don't want to do it for the leaders or the people that consider you a leader and a hero. And then prove the others wrong. Doesn't mean you have to get in their face and try and get back at them, but use that to push you and drive you and motivate you. Or if anything else, I think the better tackling fuel, the better drive is to know that, like I said, at least that one person that's watching you, they're watching and they see what you do, how you respond, how you react. Are you giving up? Are you giving in? Are you battling through? You're fighting one more round. You're getting back up one more time. That's characteristics of a leader, man. Yeah. Now, there are unfortunately, a lot of poor leaders out there. Now, maybe take a second and reflect on someone that you've been led by before, or that maybe is a mentor or even a boss or a coach. And man, they just, ugh. Now, can you learn anything from them? Absolutely. Now, growing up, I had my share of really outstanding coaches and leaders and mentors and martial arts instructors. And then I've also had my share of, not so good ones. And teachers and instructors. Yeah, coaches and trainers and mentors. Like I said earlier, can you learn from them? The ones that aren't so good? You doggone right. You learn what not to do, right? Yeah. I mean, when I became a PE teacher, one of the things I had tried to reflect on, some of the PE teachers that were growing up even as a kid, that, man, made a profound impact in my life. I'm like, man, I want to be like them. I want to inspire. Same with the coaches and the leaders and the instructors. Man, I want to be like that person. I want to have their qualities. I want to have their ability to connect with people, make people feel good about themselves. And then, of course, on the other side, I was like, I don't want to be like that person. That person made me feel horrible about myself. Now, there's nothing wrong with I'm all about pushing and driving and motivating and empowering people to get back up and being truthful with them. If the performance just isn't there, you don't have to tell them they suck, but you could tell them, hey, come on, you're a little better than that. I want you to be your very, very best. And in order for you to feel as good as you need to feel, in order for you to achieve the results that you want to achieve, in order for you to have that self-worth, self-respect, and that belief in yourself, you're going to have to put forth a little bit more, or it ain't going to happen. That's just being honest and truthful. But back to some of the mentors and coaches I've had before that weren't the best. They didn't have honor and integrity. And maybe as a kid, I didn't understand those words, honor and integrity, but I knew it just wasn't right. And unfortunately, here, Emmett's playing hockey down here. Emmett's my youngest son. And we've encountered, unfortunately, a handful of coaches that wowzers. They, in my opinion, they shouldn't be coaches because they're certainly not leaders. And what I mean by that is, not too long ago we played, and at rec league, its kids are 12 and 13 and 14 years old, and a lot of the kids on the team that I'm helping coach, man, they're just learning to skate. A couple of them only played less than a year. We played a team the other night that had 3 kids that were 16 years old that literally were out on the ice the whole entire time. Why? I mean, what kind of integrity is that? And then they ran up the score. And not only were they the team, you score, you get excited, get happy. But when I say ran up the score, it was 10-2. Emmett was in the nets, and he faced probably 60 shots. I mean, it could have. He played out of his mind, and he was playing with an injury. It could have very well been 20 goals scored against him. But even the score, 7, 8, 9, 10 goals, they're cheering like they won the Stanley Cup, and the fans in the stands were all yelling and hollering, yeah. And why? Well, we squeaked out a victory over them last time. It was the first time that team had lost in 2 years. Now, I'm all about, winning. But more importantly, integrity and honor. And if you're playing in a rec league with kids, it's supposed to be 14 and under, and kids that on most of the teams have a handful that have barely skated a year or two, and then you've got 16-year-olds that are playing in a high school league, shouldn't be playing in that rec league, 14 and under, and they're running up the score. Yeah, I've got a problem with that. And that's kind of what prompted this podcast to talk about, leading by example. And then, for all of us to kind of look in the mirror and see, we know that ain't right. I mean, I've been on both sides of the fence there. Anytime our team is, put up, 5 or 6 goals and we're running away with it, I'm not telling them to try any, I didn't want them to give up, because to me, that's a slap in the face of the other team. But I am saying, hey, let's work on some passing more. Let's work on this a little bit more. And then the kids that maybe don't get as much ice time during close games, get them out there so they can learn and play. Does that make sense? Yeah. And then tell some of our superstars, hey, man, why don't you back off a little bit? Why don't you jump back on defense and work on your passing? You can see the game, help the goalie protect the shutout or whatever. But there's you win with integrity. And then, of course, the same thing, sportsmanship, you lose with integrity. And all our kids, they played their heart out. I told them on the benches, hey, because they're all complaining, oh, man, this kid's 16, that kid's 16. They've been out there the whole game. They're running the score up. They can see it. Kids can see it. And then they can see the parents in the stands acting like fools, celebrating like I said, you won the Stanley Cup. Now, I'm all about celebrate when you win, but win with integrity. And anyway, I said, hey, you look them in the eyes, you shake their hands, you tell them good job. It's not the kid's fault. In Korea, I've been over there 4 different times for martial arts, and they always said, look, there's no such thing as a bad instructor or bad coach or bad, I'm sorry, there's no, I take that back. I said it wrong. Yeah, there is such a thing as a bad instructor, coach, and leader. There's no such thing as a bad student. Almost goofed that up. There's no such thing as a bad student, just a poor instructor or a poor leader or coach. And they're exactly right. The kids are going to follow. So that kind of brought up the whole thing about warrior confidence. Warrior confidence is having that belief in yourself to stand out from the crowd, to do what's right, regardless what everybody's doing, regardless what the quote norm is, regardless of what the societal norm is this week. Warrior confidence is having that bully-proof armor, that armor of God, that protective shield to stand out in the crowd by leading by example, by having the character, having the honor, having the integrity. And, maybe back up. How about impeccable character? And that means, obviously the word impeccable, that means it can't be breached. At no point in time are you going to sacrifice your character for something. No short-term gain will ever fulfill you. I mean, it's short and temporary, right? Like impeccable character. Now, can you just develop it overnight? You can start little by little by little. You've heard me talk before about the 2 different types of muscles we work every day, and those are your give up and quit muscles, which means every time you kind of, breach your integrity, breach your honor, breach your character, every time you take the easy way out, every time you don't battle through, you don't fight that mental bully, that's working those give up and quit muscles. And the other side is your perseverance muscles, your battle through, your grit, your determination muscles, the ones every time you do have a setback, a failure, you do have, something go wrong, and you're not giving up. You're battling through. You're finding a way. You're getting back up one more time. That's working your perseverance muscles. Now, here's the deal. Whichever one of those you work every day, that's the one that's going to rule your life. That's the ones that are going to develop the strength. Kind of like you've heard me talk about, and if you haven't, I've got the podcast. I did a video blog on it as well about the two wolves. Also, I share the whole two wolves story in my book, Becoming Bullyproof. So if you haven't picked up a copy of that yet, make sure you jump on over to Amazon there and pick up a copy. The links are in the description box. I got two books. One's Becoming Bullyproof, and the other one's I Believe in Me, A through Z Positive Affirmations. But anyway, the two wolves, I'll make it a quick story because this is a Feel Good Friday, but I'm going to keep it short and sweet. But the two wolves, there's two wolves that kind of live inside our mind, a good wolf and a bad wolf. And every day they're fighting for dominance. Every single day. Some days a good wolf wins, some days the bad wolf wins. Kind of like what I mentioned about the perseverance and give up and quit muscles. Now, the good wolf's all about the right attitude, the right effort, doing the right thing, standing out from the crowd, fighting one more round, not giving up, not sacrificing your integrity or your honor or your impeccable character, battling through. That's the good wolf. The bad wolf is all about self-doubt, limiting beliefs, giving up, making excuses, complaining, thinking you're entitled, thinking you're owed, being offended by everything. Yeah, that's the bad wolf. That bad wolf thrives. That bad wolf wants to eat just as much as the good wolf. And every day, every hour, every second of every day, they're fighting for dominance. Now, do you know who wins? The wolf you feed. The one you feed is always going to win. You feed the good wolf, man, he's going to grow stronger and better and more courageous. Have the perseverance to get back up one more time, to believe in the character, to believe in the God-given talent, to believe that they're a leader, that you're a leader, that you're a hero, because someone out there is watching you and someone out there needs you to stand back up, to be who you were born to be, to do the right thing. Yeah, that's the good wolf. And of course, on the other side, you feed the bad wolf's going to win and dominate your life. Now, is it as simple as, feeding the right wolf? Yeah, actually it is. But just because something's simple to say doesn't always mean it's easy to do. Unfortunately, the thing is, when something's really easy to do, it's also easy what? Not to do. Yeah. That's why you need to keep listening to the podcast. That's why you need to subscribe, to share. So you're reminded of these things that I talk about on the podcast. And we knock out 2 podcasts a week, knock out 2 video blogs a week on YouTube. And we've got over 600 videos on YouTube now. So jump on over there, like I said, subscribe and ring that bell. And man, jump into some of those videos. Powerful. And then, if you found value in this, share it with someone else. Because our whole goal is to make society a happier, healthier, and safer place to live by empowering, warriors and leaders and heroes and athletes and anybody who maybe could use a little more confidence and belief in themselves. And I think that pretty much sums up just about everybody on the planet, right? We could all. At some point in time, we've been beat down. We've lost hope. We've lost faith. We've lost confidence. Yeah. Now, can you do it? Absolutely. Do I believe in you? Absolutely. Is there someone else out there that believes in you? Absolutely. Now, the big question, do you believe enough in you to take that step, to take this challenge? And I guess I never defined what the challenge is. Well, the challenge this weekend is to think about everything you do. Am I feeding the good wolf or am I feeding the bad wolf? Am I building character and leading by example? Or am I chopping away at my impeccable character? Am I chopping away at the leader I was born to be? And when I say chopping away, I'm talking about beating it down. So, challenge. Everything that happens this weekend, I want you to think, am I feeding the good wolf or am I feeding the bad wolf? Now, leave comments. If you're watching this on YouTube, put the comments in the comment box. If you're following us on social media, our Instagram page and also our Facebook page is Warrior Confidence Unleashed with Master Rich Grogan. You can look that up or just put that @ symbol thing and Warrior Confidence, all one word. It'll pop up. But let me know. Let me know if you're going to take on this challenge. And then let me know how that challenge went for you. Good? All right. Well, tongue-tied here. A couple quick shout-outs. I've been talking about FitnessBot, exercise and fitness app. Holy smokes, man, rocking out some dynamite workouts. And I've got some updates on some goals that I've set for myself and knocking those out. And then I also talked about, this green product I've been trying, with the green shakes and supplements and nutrition. Yeah. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. I've also had some goals set for those products, and I haven't released the name yet because I want to give it another week of trying these things out to make sure. But I'm feeling pretty good about them. So, stay tuned, and I'll let you know what products. I've been looking around at different, I guess these nutritional companies to find one I really, really can connect with. So I think I may have found it. But stay tuned. I'll give you an update on that. Also, shout out to my wife's business, Beachside Blend, and they worked on the coffee trailer all this week. And man, they're set for September 1st. As I mentioned on the last episode, I'll give you dates and times where they're going to be and when they're going to be out there, so you can definitely check them out. Also, the links of everything will be in the description box. So the link for fitness or Fitbod exercise and fitness app is in the description box. So check them out. You can get 6 free workouts with them. They do an incredible job. And then also always like to give a shout out to our former martial arts academy. It's the new name. It used to be Grogan's Martial Arts, but it's Goshen Martial Arts now, and it's in Edwardsville, Illinois. My senior student, Nathan, is doing an incredible job. I'm super proud of him, and he's rocking it out and carrying on kind of the legacy that we've tried to leave in place there to help empower thousands of kids in the surrounding areas to believe in themselves with hope, faith, and, martial arts confidence, warrior confidence, to be who they were born to be. Good. All right, folks. Well, thank you so very, very much. As I mentioned, make sure you subscribe. We love those 5-star reviews. And if you found value, make sure you share with somebody that you know could benefit from this message in order to collectively work together to make our society just a happier, healthier, and safer place to live. And obviously, pick up copies of my books if you haven't done so already. They make great gifts for anybody who would needs a little warrior confidence and becoming bully-proof to believe in themselves. And obviously, I would love it. But if you'd like to hire me to speak at to one of your teams or office staff or business leader workshops, let me know. Follow me on social media. Reach out. Our contact information's in the description box, like everything else. And make sure you jump on our website too to sign up for some free stuff from our website. Good. All right, folks. Well, thank you so very much for listening today. I'm truly grateful for your time, and I'm really hopeful you found value in this message. Remember, we all have unique gifts from God, and we all have the power to be the hero, not only in our own lives, but in the lives of others. We just have to believe it. Do you believe it? I believe it. Now, you got your weekend challenge. Are you going to do it? Yes, you are, because I believe in you, and the world needs you at your best. I love you. God loves you. Please share that love with the world. And until we talk again, you get out there and do your best, and I promise you'll be your very best. Can't wait to chat with you real soon. Have a blessed day, everybody. God bless. Bye-bye. Thank you so very much for listening today. I am truly grateful. My goal is to empower millions of people with hope, faith, and confidence to believe in themselves in order to make our society a happier, healthier, and safer place to live. But I can't do it alone. So if you found value in this message, please share it with someone else who could benefit from it, and by subscribing and leaving a 5-star review. Be sure to pick up copies of my books for yourself and someone you care about at www.warriorconfidence.com. Also, remember to stay empowered throughout the week by subscribing to our YouTube channel and our Facebook and Instagram pages at Warrior Confidence. Thank you again, and have a blessed day.